Oh well. Wow. Okay. Can y'all hear me? Nobody's in here. Yeah, that's me. Yeah, that's me. I'm in the basement, so I'm just looking at my fans and my storage. So your higher self is always guiding you. Let me see if I can feel it. Your higher self is always guiding you. You can make it through. As above, so below, as within, so without. Great Mother of the East, West, South, and North, please protect me and allow me to see. You can make it through. What wisdom does your higher self have for you? Well, I did a reading on the rapture that's supposed to happen tomorrow, so they say. Um, I haven't heard this story in a long time, so it's been about 10 years since this has happened before. It's always this time of year because of what is it, the Feast of Trumpets, right? Yeah. So they center all this kind of mayhem around the Jewish holidays because they are supposed to be the chosen people. Need to redo my hair. I'll be going on a trip. I don't know if I'm going to upload while I'm gone, but I may. And I'm going to record on my vacation. So I'll have a vacation vlog when I come back for you all. That'll be something different, right? Yeah, I wanted to tap in here and see if anybody was available or you need some sort of assistance or information. So this will be general collective right now until someone comes in the chat. My back has been hurting for the last couple of days. Popping these aspirin. All right. So if you see me taking any pills, that's what it is. So let me do a little tarot. Open up the energy before I have to leave here in a few minutes. So we're talking about making it through. Your higher self is always guiding you. As above, so below, as within, so without. Great Mother of the East, West, South, and North, please protect us and allow us to see. I have a chipped tooth and I don't want it to show on camera, so that's why we're watching my mouth. Okay, it just looks like I have a gap. I've never had a gap. It looks sexy on some people, but I don't know about me. That's me though. All right, so we're tapping into this energy of your higher self, always guiding you. What wisdom does your higher self have for you? You can make it through. Oh, we having some tough times. I know the energy's a little wild. I can feel it. It may be why my back hurts like it does. but we're going to be patient. We're going to make it through because there is a resolution. Camera's high. Resolution, Eight of Swords in reverse, releasing energies of feeling trapped. Okay, we're not trapped. We're going to tap into our higher self here, making it through these tough times right now in the world. So there's an increased, like, energetic, I don't know what's going on. It's like a spin or something here. Eight of Swords in reverse, a resolution, a releasing of a lot of thoughts. Queen of Cups in reverse. So there could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or someone's I don't know. Why is the Queen of Cups in reverse? The Watcher. Someone's not watching as something's being released. Ooh. She could come from a group of people, or this could be a group of people. The Ten of Cups in the upright clarifies the Queen of Cups in reverse. What is the Eight of Scrolls in reverse? The Eight of Scrolls in reverse. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. It's the Five of Cups in the mirror. Five of Mirrors in the upright. That's disappointment. So this Queen of Cups could be disappointed because some information has come out. There also could have been someone getting out of jail, or somebody got out of a trap, an emotional trap. This is the higher self here. So this could be you. You could be doing shadow work. What wisdom does your higher self have for you? Oh, disappointment. Information being released, or finding out something, or coming out of a trap, or someone getting out of a trap. I definitely try to get out of a trap. Trapped here. Four Cups. Four Cups in the upright. A lot of water energy. Emotions. It's raining. It's going to be raining all week. All week. Four Cups. Maybe someone's not bothered, or somebody doesn't want to be bothered. And it's a lower vibrating energy, which is, I understand that. Who is that? I'm back. My oldest son came in. Oh, look at me. I'm losing weight too. I know I'm still a little plump in the belly, but not for long. Okay. Anyway, we got Five of Stones, Five of Cups, and then the 10 of Cups. The Four of Cups also. So it's feminine energy here. There's a release of possibly some masculine thoughts or just thoughts in general of being trapped. There's disappointment in a Queen of Cups, or you are this Queen of Cups. Now we have the Raven, the Magician in the upright. Alchemy. Alchemy. This thing is too high. Alchemy, the Magician. I see those crows in there. Someone could have manufactured some sort of story to make people feel like, guilty, or someone maybe used some sort of magic to bring disappointment. Yeah, like frustration. Now, this could be an overall general theme of the collective because of this news about the so called rapture. I even see people online who are, like the alchemical empress had said, that they are selling their stuff. They're selling their homes, they're giving away their cars. So this is going to be interesting when tomorrow passes by, Tuesday and Wednesday. Ten of Cups energy in the upright. I've come full circle. I was caught up in that sort of deception a while ago, but no longer. Because my higher self is always guiding me. That's what I trust within. Okay, this is like a lack of responsibility or accountability. This could also be someone who doesn't have to work too hard. But we have the Nine of Spirals. This could be a magician who's very disappointed because they can no longer keep someone trapped in their mind, or maybe they helped get someone released from a delusion or an illusion. Okay. Hopefully, those that did watch my reading yesterday got some sort of understanding. It might have pissed some people off. I see I have a few who left. A few people left, but that's okay. But I don't know if they really unsubscribed or if YouTube does it. I see comments in there I haven't even been able to respond to for months or weeks. We're going to make it through this, though, y'all. I know there's a big change coming. Something big is happening. Let's make sure you're on the good side of it. Okay, let me see how this is working out. You can make it through. And the 15 is toxic energy. Now we have Merlin, Aries energy, the Fool in reverse. This could be some sort of misstep. And then the Chariot, Hunter. Someone could be hunting energy. Ugh, maybe taking advantage of this weakness in the atmosphere about believing in an illusion about um, something that's not really even in the Bible. Okay, this is something somebody's made up or come up with, some sort of theory. It's a conspiracy theory. The rapture is a conspiracy theory. All right, there's a lack of self judgment or reflection. Somebody's not wanting to be bothered. They just want to, or someone could be just stuck in this poverty mindset, lack mindset. Someone may not be able to connect to their emotions. Okay. Mm, I gotta do something. Ooh, it's hot. Somebody subscribed. Bless your heart. Oh, I'm on. My monetization is on. All right. I just had to make sure I was getting some money if I get any. If anybody watches, I'll get paid, right? A few cents on the dollar, a few cents, just a few. All right, y'all. So we do have the magician, someone working hard here to either keep someone, or there's a disappointment that someone knows something or found out something, or even that we're speaking about this entrapment, a mental entrapment. The Queen of Cups is in reverse. It could be due to a group of people or some sort of wish fulfillment or some sort of contentment, happiness. Someone could be jealous. Someone could be turned off to a group of people. Maybe you're not paying attention to what's been going on with the Christians, or not all Christians, but just it's just a particular sect that believes in this rapture. Because I don't find it in the scriptures. I've studied the scriptures, and we know that the Bible is metaphoric. You know, it's all symbolism. Um, but yeah, I can definitely understand any sort of frustration anybody may have at this time. Let me read this really quick, y'all. When you're shadow banned, I guess it's easier for you to relax. All right. So someone could be feeling lost and alone. It could be this Queen of Cups, or the someone's their hearts could be closed off, but feeling unbothered or even apathetic. You could be very content with what you have right now. So you may feel lost, you may feel alone, and if things are like out of order or not as they should be, but your higher self is gently whispering words of kindness, wisdom, and comfort. And so am I. Okay. I only want to promote positivity. It's easy to find negativity. It's easy to find someone sitting in sadness. Okay. Especially where I am. But you have to learn how to overlook that and to not care about the fact that somebody wants to stay in a state of disappointment or sadness or depression because they choose to be that way. They don't have to be that way. They choose to be that way. Say hello to your higher self, also known as your true and authentic self. You have to lean inward. I'm at what, 15 years since that happened? That was in 2012. 13 years since I met my higher self, in an open kind of way, like driving down the street. I was driving down the highway, as a matter of fact, going to pick up my son. You got to lean inward. You got to lean into your heart chakra, to your heart energy, to your intuition, to your emotions, and just connect with who you are purely without, you know, all the fanfare, all the noise from the outside world. Okay. You have to connect with your higher self in many ways, or that you can connect. I say have to because I feel like it's like a life and death situation when you're talking about your sanity and your emotional well being. I do feel like it's something that you have to do to bring yourself out of any sort of sadness or lack of emotion or anything like that. Connecting to your higher self in many ways. You can do this through signs. You got to pay attention though, synchronicities, and the flow of life. Spirit speaks to you in your own language. So you won't misunderstand anything if you're truly tapped into your higher self. You may notice intuitive nudges or even gut feelings. Your higher self is always talking to you and wants you to know that you can make it through anything. I need this for myself today. I need to be reminded daily that I can make it through anything. I spoke for 2 hours to my middle daughter today. She's in Alabama right now. She's loving it there, and I'm glad. Her and my grandsons are thriving and growing, and I'm glad to hear it. And yeah, talking to her today really boosted my spirits, um, particularly since there seems to be other energies around me who want to live in a state of depression or disappointment, but they've only brought that onto themselves. And I ain't got time to be playing around in that, y'all. Okay, I enjoy being happy. I love being happy. I'm going to continue to be happy. Furthermore, you can trust this inspiration here. Okay, you are never given more than you can handle. I know you've heard that, especially if you're a Christian. Okay. So when you tune into the guidance of your own self, your own spiritual enlightenment, your own spiritual awareness, life does become easier, even when there's a lot of chaos and BS everywhere. Okay. Truly uniting with our higher self. This way we step into this consciousness of resonation. When I drove for Uber and Lyft, I tended to um, you know, talk to people of different walks of life, different religions, different countries, lifestyles, all that. And everybody seemed to want the same thing, just to be happy, mind their own business, and take care of themselves and their families. And so I still feel like that's true today. I do feel like some are, maybe people just have too much of an expectation of the world around them. Okay. You just have to worry about what you're wanting and what your desires are, not so much what everybody else wants, unless of course it aligns with your desires and your wants. Okay. So, having this new perspective, when you gain this new perspective, don't force anything. You will see old problems in a new light. That's also the way I titled the first reading I put up for the rapture reading I did. You could see two versions of it. I had to turn the volume up on one, but I'm gonna leave it up there anyway. But the short I did titled "A New Perspective," seeing old problems in a new light. I was in a delusion about 15, 10, 10, 15. Has it been 15 years? It's been 10 years when I was believing this thing about this physical rapture taking place and not realizing that it was an internal thing. It was a spiritual growth, an ascension where you meet the Lord, where you meet who you are, your true self, your authentic self, your higher self. Stop focusing on the problems and be open to solutions. The Eight of Swords in reverse. Okay. It's a solution, a resolution. hmm Judgments, shame, and blame are removed. Judgments, shame, and blame are removed, possibly from your home. You could have grown up poor or economically depleted or, insufficient. Um, Even that's not an issue when your emotions are in order because, everybody got to get out here and make it work. All right. Sometimes we just got to be a little more disciplined with our finances and worry about the things that we need. Okay. So, this is an invitation to stop focusing on the problems and be open to solutions. Hopefully, people will get it and stop shadow banning my channel. But it could be because people don't want, I don't know what it is, because I don't think I'm seeing anything unusual or different. Trapans. She's going to have to call me back later. Okay. Um, Judgment, shame, and blame are removed, and you're free to function from your divine truth. This way, you can increase your communication with your higher self, tap into your energy through prayer, meditation. That would be this Four of Cups right here. Okay. Prayer and meditation. Journaling. I've been making journals, y'all. I've been making journal covers and journals. When I get enough together, I'm gonna probably put them online and try to sell them. I got some more. They're really cute. They keep coming out cuter and cuter by the day. And yeah, this is really helping me express my creativity and giving me inspiration for the rest of my life. Increase your communication with your higher self through prayer, meditation, journaling, automatic writing. I used to do that to connect with spirit before I realized how gifted I was, how cyclically gifted I was. I would just start writing and just tap into my emotions, just tap into my inner thoughts or whatever would come out here, and I would write, and I would be hitting it. I would scare people. It was so easy for me to get this information from spirit. Writing, automatic writing, yoga, sacred ceremonies and rituals. You can do those individually, make up your own, communing with the elements, fire, earth, water, air, nature. You can do martial arts, dancing. My daughter and I were talking about dancing. The boys like to dance. She likes to dance. It's a good thing. Music, writing, and other forms of creative expression. All right. Compassionate action. Listen, hold this card up to your heart as you do this activation meditation. This is a card, but you can do this mentally as a ritual. Okay. See the one power up here, the intuition, the higher self, and then these different selves of different parts of yourself. We all have different parts of ourselves that come as one. Okay. Visualize, you can screenshot that as I read this. Hold this card up to your heart as you do this activation meditation. Visualize the energy of your higher self as a most glorious golden white light, like we see in the card, pouring in through the top of your head. Visualization. Picture the white light flooding your entire body with warm, loving presence and flushing through your whole being. See the white light shooting out from the heart as you send love to all. Okay. You can't imagine it? There it is. Shooting love to all. Allow the light to open you up to more love, more peace, and more harmony. We all want that. And repeat these words aloud. I acknowledge the light within me, and I accept the perfect love that I am. Okay. What wisdom does your higher self have for you? Y'all better listen. I mean, when I came back home after that experience of meeting my higher self on this plane here, child, I thought about that for years. And I can still remember it step by step each and every day from even now. And it led me to be open and tapped into my natural gifts of intuition and how to, you know, interpret my visions, interpret my dreams, interpret these cards. Okay, picking up on this energy, and also having me have a new respect and honor for humanity as a whole. Okay, because once you realize that what you've been trapped in, the mentalism you've been trapped in, and the things that people have done, it can be very devastating at first. You could be very angry, frustrated, possibly want to fight or throw some sort of projection, um, which could have happened here. But you soon realize as you continue on your journey and you continue to tap into your authentic higher self, you soon realize that that's probably the norm for everyone. People are doing things they don't even realize they're doing. They're oppressing and suppressing emotions, oppressing others' emotions. They're oppressing the actions of other people without really knowing it. It's just a trigger. That's why I don't get angry when I don't get any views or likes or comments or, to the shadow banning and things like that, because I understand how devastatingly painful it can be when you hear the truth. When your soul knows the truth and your body, your mental body, your 3D body, your 3D mind can't grasp it. Okay. This 15 also represents temptation or the devil in the tarot cards, but that's just the earthly thing. Okay. It's trapped in a body. You get emotions trapped in a body, pain trapped in a body, things like that. Okay. So I'm going to read this oracle from from the spirits, from the higher self. What do they call these? Postcards from heaven or something like that? Postcards from spirit. I lost the box. I don't know. I'm going to read this to you guys. You're so loved and you're so supported. Keep that in mind. Remember that. Okay. So uncertainty is the new normal for the whole world, for sure. Things are changing at a rapid rate, and the old ways that we once trusted are no longer reliable. Trust and believe if you haven't noticed. But leaving the familiar behind can be a good thing. And when you're pushed to step into the unknown, you're pulled forward into discovering new possibilities that have been hidden in plain sight. That's usually the way it works. Check in with your higher power. Your soul knows better than your small self. That means your intuition, your authentic self knows better than this human body and your 3D mind. Have faith in the support of a higher power and the infinite potential for your life. And right now, the advice we have for you is this: try something new, okay? Do something different. I don't care if it's just the way you travel, the way you go to work. You won't know how it feels, what it looks like, or what the outcome will be if you do not take the first step. So someone could be afraid. They may feel like it's too hard, okay, for your dreams to come true. You also could be influenced by a group of people. I feel like this is a call. I feel like your higher self is calling you forward. Okay, so or what the outcome would be if you don't take the first step into the unknown and experience the unfamiliarity. You'll be glad you did because the treasure will appear. We're so proud of you for being brave. You are so loved and so supported. And I have some other things to say about that, but I can make another video later or maybe go live later on this evening. All right, so I'm going to move into some new things that I'm doing now, new direction that I'm going in, and I'm really dedicated to it. And I wish y'all all the best, okay? I really do pray for your peace of mind, for your heart to be at peace, all right? For everything, your finances, your disappointments, all those things to come into balance, okay? Because we can learn from our disappointments, we can learn from our failures, we can learn from feeling like we've been left out, we can learn from loss of finances or material things, okay? So take what resonates and leave the rest. I'll see y'all later. Bye.